Hello students, now I am going to discuss differences between SI engine and CI engine. Okay, this is very important question for MDU examination. Okay, so yesterday we classified the engine as based on working of fuel burn, that is spark ignition and compression ignition. So based on ignition, there are two types of engine. One is called a spark ignition engine, another is called compression ignition engine. Okay, so let us write like this. Let us make a table better. SI engines and CI engines. Okay, so based on ignition, and there are so many parameters also. Based on parameters, we are going to discuss parameters. Let us take up parameters. What are the parameters? And based on that parameter, what is SI engine's condition and what will be the CI engine condition. In short, CI engine is diesel engines. Okay, because this is fuel is ignited due to high compression ratio, so that is called CI engines. And SI engine, spark ignition, this is called petrol engine or auto engine. Or it is called auto engine. Okay, so that way we can discuss. So first of all, cycle used. Number one, cycle used. What is the cycle used? SI engine, auto cycle. Okay, auto cycle, it is also called volume constant cycle. Okay, and this is diesel cycle. It is also called pressure constant cycle. So that is the difference. Cycle used in SI engine, spark ignition, that is auto cycle, and compression ignition, that is diesel engine, that is in pressure constant engine. Okay, number two, based on that one. Okay, now other parameter like fuel used. See now, fuel used in SI engine, we are using petrol, but technically we are calling it as a gasoline. Okay, or we can call it as petrol also. But whereas CI engine, we are using diesel fuel. So fuel used in SI engine, gasoline, and in CI engine, diesel engine. Okay, now number three, see, these are very high because light compression ratio, we can take compression ratio, that is called R. SI engine are having R 5 to 10 or maximum 12 we can go. R will be equal to 5 to 10, whereas here it will be 14 to 20, very high compression ratio. So efficiency will be more. If thermal efficiency here it will be less because R is less. Here thermal efficiency is more because R is more. That we have seen. So based on compression ratio is less in SI engines, 5 to 10 or maximum 12. Even we can go for the 12 also. And CI engine only we can go from 14 to 20. So thermal efficiency here it will be near about 40%, and here it will be more than 50% almost, because R is more in CI engine and less in SI engine. Okay, now see speed in SI engine it is very high because it is less moving parts and light object. So it is speed is high because system is compact. Okay, now here speed is less because it is bulky and more moving parts are there. That's why speed is less in CI engine and in SI engine it is more. Now 6, initial cost. Initial cost. See, initial cost means initial cost because it is small, less part, so less. Initial cost here is less and it is bulky, so it is more. Okay. Now see here, fuel supply. Fuel supply. How the fuel supply will take place in SI engine? That there will be direct part, that is, see here, it is fuel supply will be here by the help of pump. By the help of pump. So pump will do that one, whereas fuel supply will take place in carburetor. So carburetor is required, carburetor is required for the fuel supply. Okay, that air and fuel will take place, mixture will take place, a place that is called carburetor is required here, there carburetor is not required. Okay, so fuel supply will need carburetor here, that will be the pump. Now ignition. Ignition means, see here, this is by the spark, name is itself there, spark ignition. Okay, this is compression ignition. Compression ignition means, see here, that R is very high, R is more. So due to that compression ratio temperature is more, that's why it will be ignited by the high compression, and here fuel ignition takes place due to by the help of a spark. Okay, so that one. On fuel load control. Now let us see load control. Load control, how the fuels are being controlled, that is controlled by throttle valve. Throttle valve. Throttle valve will take place that one, whereas here pump will do that work. Pump will perform. Pump will perform, supply the fuel. When it needs less or more, that will be done by that one. Okay. So what are the differences between SI and CI engine? Parameters are cycle used, Otto cycle and diesel cycle, fuel used, gasoline, petrol and diesel fuel, compression ratio 5 to 10 less, so thermal efficiency is also less. Now speed is very high here, this one. Now running cost or fuel used, running cost, here we have to use petrol, so it is costly, more costly, here it is less costly because diesel we are going to use based on that one. Okay, so initial cost is less for SI engine, more like this, and fuel supply by the carburetor, and diesel engine by the help of pump, ignition, spark ignition, that is compression ignition, load control by the throttle valve in SI engine, pump will perform that work, and running cost here costly because petrol we are using, here it is cheap. So this way these are the differences between diesel engine and petrol engine. Rest of the thing I will discuss in next class. Thank you.